That's Jesse Johnson. Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Ranking Member Matt Binky, it's nice to finally meet you in person, virtually speaking, of course. Eric, thank you so much for your additional testimony. Thank you, Chairman Chapman, Vice Chair Christenakis, Ranking Member Short, and distinguished members of this committee. My name is Jesse Johnson, founder of the Farmer John Coalition, inspired by Farmer John, a man who came to this country, who raised a family of 3 while feeding the people of this country. We are a group composed of member organizations such as Washington Community Alliance and the Washington State Nursery Landscaping Association. Thank you for allowing me to speak to you today how the passage of Senate Bill 5092 will allow Washington to join the 48 other states in supporting farmers by offering financial relief to their wonderful lives. The number of farms have been decreasing for decades, and we are becoming more reliant on farms that are farther and farther away. I was shocked to read in the Seattle Times that Washington State lost 14 farms a week between 2017 and 2022. Employment in the agriculture world in Okanagan County has dropped 50% in the last 10 years, and that 80% of the produce we buy comes from Mexico. Import dependency reduces the country's ability to control its food supply, which can become a national security issue during geopolitical tensions. We saw shortages during the COVID-19 pandemic, and we will continue to see this through other events that happen in time, unless we support farmers like Farmer John. The tax structure is brutal to the family farmers since almost all equipment is taxed. Washington is one of the 2 states that you pay tax on farm implements. The price of equipment from smaller to bigger operations is massive. It's impossible for a young farmer to get started without a vast amount of capital. This legislation has been endorsed by multiple organizations, including the Washington Farmer Veteran Coalition, various commodity commissions, including the Washington Blueberry, Asparagus, Alfalfa, Oilseeds Commissions, the Mint Growers Association, and the Western Pulse Growers Association, Washington Division, the Whatcom County Food Systems Committee, and additional support from Greater Spokane Incorporated. Lowering the cost of equipment will improve the economics of farms that have been in existence for a long time, as well as beginning farmers who want to buy equipment to get started, leading to lower prices and less supply chain risk. Limiting this exemption to be used by a farmer once a year allows this legislation to be the most successful while having the most minimal cost. From the physical impact, will be based off of the previous budget. In the first year, it is approximately only 0.0044% of the operating budget, and then 0.033% of the B&O tax fund, and only 0.018% of the retail sales tax fund. I ask you all to support this legislation to help farmers like Farmer John. Any questions?
Are there any questions? Thank you very much. Madam Vice Chair.
Yes, thank you, Chair Chapman. We had 191 responses on Senate Bill 5092, 190 pro and 1 con.